Okay, we're gonna be fighting some monsters tonight. I'm probably gonna be using the glaive tonight. I've been practicing with the lance, but I think we're gonna be doing some guiding lance stuff. Screw, we're gonna be using the thing I'm most comfortable with. I always forget that there's the Appreciation Fest going on, so when I come in, there's like a ton of stuff I gotta get. Now, this is a stream for my patrons on Patreon, and for anyone else who follows my Discord. So if anybody else is going to pop in, just know that we're going to be talking about some really weird stuff. And if you want to chat in the sidebar, that's really cool. I'll answer whatever questions come up. I promise I'm very chatty, and you shouldn't be shy. That's what we're going to go with right now. We're going to be doing a lot of all sorts of stuff, it seems, today. Going to be talking about erotic fiction, which is what we're really good at. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? I have made it so that Jasper and Warren on my Patreon are going to update
I've been waiting for you.
at 9 o'clock. It's already scheduled. That's fun. We are getting into the chapter in which Jasper finds his lover, and that's always a good time. I've been told to make things super dramatic for Triss and Mort, who I'm done with the next chapter. It's not supposed to update until Friday, but for some reason I had to get that chapter out of my system today. So from 11 a.m. to whatever time I finished it today, I was just dedicated to working on that. Uh, I feel like my second full time job has got to be writing these stories. And Triss and Mort's chapter this time around was very different than what I normally do. I normally don't put stories into a third party point of view. I usually keep them to the two main characters that the romance is about. But Triss and Mort, I've already set a precedent where I put one of the chapters right at the end in Georgette's point of view. Georgette being Tristan's best friend and his confidant. And she's really important to the story. I think she's a really great character to have, just because, and to have her point of view. Just because I feel like when you limit yourself to only the 2 points of view, it's difficult to get a good interpretation of things. Oh, you know what? Bird wyvern. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, there's a brute wyvern in here. That's not what I need, though. There he is. I don't need that. In fact, I don't see any bird wyverns. You know what? Let's go back to camp. It's not cheating, but we're gonna cheat a little bit. What is she wearing? She looks like a slug. Let's see, lure out monster. Hmm.
Okay, off you go.
Okay. What? There we go. There we go. There we go. We are headed to the Wildspire section. We're going to do our best to... Oh, the monster we were luring out has appeared in the field. It's gonna be tough. There we go. I want that. So we are up. There she blows. I don't remember what this monster is weak to. Boom. missed. Ouch. Well, that hurt me. That is not what I needed. That's not what I needed either. So, essentially, what we're going for this chapter... Darn you. For Warren and Jasper, is this sense of Warren becoming like less of a figure of importance in Jasper's life. He's kind of replaced by this feeling of romance that Jasper wants to find for himself. Darn this flying piece of shit. He's not as cute as the original Paolumu. Hi! Yay! Hello! I think the thing about Jasper and Warren's relationship right now is that it's just so... It's so vulnerable. And it's not vulnerable in a way that, like, oh, it could be over. It's vulnerable in, like, the sense that, you know, Jasper can be very easily pulled away from that feeling of connection, and he wants that feeling of connection. And the chapter's going to come out at 9 o'clock, so you know I can talk a little bit about it, but really what we're trying to do is keep you guys interested as much as we possibly can. Without, you know, going too overboard on the spoilers. There's, you know, there's an element to Jasper's behavior, and I think I hinted at it before, where, or I probably released a little bit of the dialogue, where he's, you know, he's opening up this door to Warren. He's interested in having this intimate connection beyond his heat, but Warren doesn't have the capability to do that. Warren is demisexual. He has, if he has no personal connection, he's not going to be able to have a sexual relationship. And Jasper doesn't understand that. He's very much, you know, he just spent this whole week, you know, in bed with this guy who doesn't understand him, who doesn't understand his pain, you know, his omega-ness, how his life has been changed, you know. And Warren's not a complete idiot, you know. He knows that, you know, Jasper's hurting, but he doesn't know how to empathize. Warren definitely, he can't lie. He's physically incapable of lying. He's got this whole giant, you know, he's almost ethics fucker vibe to him, where he can't bring himself to destroy his own reputation in his mind. And there's probably some, damn it, falling asleep. Oh, well, thank you, Hannibal. Now I'm stunned. And now I'm gonna fall asleep again. This is very lovely. Real cool. Real neato. It's not a bad attribute, you know. He's got this ability to be extremely honest. I see we're having phone trouble. Look Look at all these freaking sleep clouds. Where are my bugs telling me to go? No. So there's this, and my patrons have heard me talk about this. There's Warren is incapable of lying. He's got this that's essentially how he keeps his own sanity. Is he knows he can't lie. It's probably a huge trauma response to abusive parent. Can't lie because if he lied when he was a kid, that was it. He was gonna get his butt beat. And he's got very little sympathy for people who do lie. He probably definitely doesn't understand, you know, why anyone would enjoy being lied to. Why anybody would want to be lied to. Jasper will learn to love him. Jasper will learn to love him. It's just a matter of, him coming to terms with Warren's attributes, his strengths, his weaknesses, how he loves. Warren's love language is much different than Jasper's. Jasper wants fantasy. He wants the dream. Uh, he wants to be lied to, and Warren can't do that. He's incapable of it. He wants to know that everything's going to be okay. Like even if nothing's going to be okay, he wants you to tell him everything's going to be okay. And I think that's why he wants to open this door with Warren. He wants to open this door to be intimate outside of Heat. He wants to be able to know that it's possible for him to have this relationship that isn't perfect, doesn't have to be, but is different than what he's used to. Does this fucker really fall asleep? He does sleep damage. How does he fall asleep? Okay. Oh no, they do not have compatible love languages at all. Jasper is way more of a spend time with me. He's quality time. Uh, he's spoken affirmations. He's everything that Warren is incapable of doing. And Warren is just like, I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to do practical things. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to lie to you. He's very, very practical. He's got a very, very practical love language. Yo, we're going to make this thing go night-night. I think it's a bat. I really think Paolumu is supposed to be a bat. He looks like a bat. He's real cute. I think he's real cute. The white one's cuter than this one, I think. This one's called Nightshade Paolumu, and he just looks, I don't know. He's got these like peacock things on his little blow-up whatever, and I don't like those peacock things. I like that he's black because it reminds me more of a bat, but like I don't like the little peacock things. I just think that's like way too fancy. Gosh, why do I have such a long radio menu? Um, and I'm sure we'll be on this stream when the update drops, so you guys can read the update and listen to my idiocy. But we're probably not updating Tristan Mort until the day it's supposed to be updated. Unless Thursday I get bored and I'm like, you know what? I need that validation, that sweet, sweet validation while I'm sitting here. Because sometimes that happens. I get needy. I get emotionally needy. I'm gonna get wrecked here. There we go. Oh, come on. He wasn't even aiming for me. No, that's not the monster I'm aiming for. Yes, that one. Oh, I'm about to get wrecked again. Oh, yes. Well, at least Diablos is hurting Palumbo. But if he comes after me, that's going to be a problem. Oh, we're dead. Oh, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Hannibal, why don't you do me a favor? No, not that favor. Yeah, that one. Okay. It froze. What? It's not frozen for me. You'll have to reboot. Oh, I hate that move. Just goes around like a balloon you just let go of. Well, I don't know what happened either. Is it back? Did you refresh it? Oh, I had to exit everything. Lame. Our Jasper Warren duo has been infiltrated by Rogueford, which of course we all know is Rogueford. But stinky, adorable, cute, attractive beta. Rogueford, oh, it's so perfect. And you know, like, the best part about him is that he's so likable. He really is. Like, you don't want to like him, but he really is a likable character. He really is, like, someone that you could imagine Jasper just going ham for, you know, like, And that's what I really like about him. Like, I really like this like dastardly guy who, you know, he's done this before. He's probably had affairs with like a bunch of alphas, omegas before, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He's dashing, debonair, he's charming, he's way more socially apt uh, than Warren is. He's got flirting down to a science. You know, he's very romantic. Uh, Hi! Welcome to the stream. He's very good in bed, yes. Rogueford is notoriously good in bed, to the point where if Jasper meets any of his former lovers, you know, they're going to be like, oh, yes, I really miss that guy. He's got, you know, he doesn't have the dick, but he's got the moves. Which is most important. You are listening to spoilers, but don't worry, you're going to spoiler yourself at 9 o'clock tonight when it comes out. So you're gonna see everything that there is to see at 9 o'clock, which is only in like 15 minutes. It's gonna be out. Right now it is 8:43, so you have 15 minutes before it comes out. We get to yikes. We're gonna get to talk about it in real time. Yikes. He does look like a winged opossum. His tail is like super hard. Oh yes, got the buff I wanted. Beaver. Yeah, he's like an opossum. This one's like a peacock too. He's got those peacock things. He's like an opossum, a bat, and a beaver. And this one tries to put you to sleep. His tail is super hard. Speaking of alphas, Triss is totally in a bad way right now. He's my baby. He's having such a hard time. They probably do have a random mashup animal generator. Oh, that'd be crazy. Although I don't know where they came up with some of these animals. Like, I mean, I guess he kind of looks like a bat and a platypus. Where are you taking me? Look at this little dung beetle. He just rolls around this perfectly spherical ball of poop. Perfect. Beautiful. He's a beautiful creature. Batty puss. Ab. What is he even mad at? He's not mad at me. Oh, he's mad at me now, but, you know, that's a given. Started attacking him. Oh, I almost got him. I missed. I just whiffed right there. Hiya! Apparently, Alex tells me that whenever I say hiya, that's like my game thing. That's like my signature gaming expression. Hiya! Yeah, see, the insect glaive is just perfect for Paolumu. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Shit. Hey, Hannibal, you know what would be really, like, cool? If you, yeah, did that. Super neat. Yeah, super bueno. You know, okay, so Triss actually legitimately thinking, yeah, I could murder my mom. Like, what? Like, every once in a while, I just like, I think of the stuff that I write, and he's like, you know what would be really cool? If she just, like, didn't wake up one day, and I'm just like, Triss! What? But definitely don't worry. We have, there's a plan for her. She's, she has done something that, she definitely did not, she didn't think her plan through very well. The whole, like, oh, I'm gonna get my son married to this rando woman probably wasn't the best idea. Oh, Mort's housekeeper. Hudsworth is definitely not going to murder anyone. He's, wow. I mean, I have no doubt he might be capable of it, but I don't think we're gonna murder. I don't think we're committing murder in this book. Hudsworth could likely kill someone, however, that's a little dark. But really, little bit of a spoiler. His mother has made a grave error in thinking that, you know, she's just gonna marry him off and then not have to worry about anything anymore. Mostly because she's not Lady Grigsby anymore. She's Dowager Lady Grigsby. You know, she's kind of given her throne up, so to speak. So like all of these these servants who hold these loyalties, well, she only has them because she was running the household. Well, who's running the household now? Not her. Oop, dead. So I think she definitely didn't think this through, you know. She's thinking Vanessa's gonna be like this wilting violet. All you're missing is a murder mystery. It wouldn't be a mystery. We would all know Hudsworth did it. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do here. Who is on this map? Kuliaku. Let's go. Let's beat the shit out of this chicken. We needed death. You know, I, I, I don't think we need her death. Although, I mean, she could die. I just don't. I don't think we're gonna murder her. Yikes! This chicken hurt me. You know, that could be a thing. I was almost thinking, I was almost thinking of doing that dumb trope where, like, I'm meeting you at dawn, and we're going to duel, and I've killed a man, and I had to leave the country for however many years, but I was acquitted or whatever while I wasn't here, so I didn't spend any time in prison. I've just been in Spain. Like, I was defending the honor of my sister, and I've murdered this man, and dueling is illegal, but it was for a good cause, and he raped her, and I feel like that is the plot of a novel that I once read, and I really don't want to steal it, but also, like, I'm not taking myself too seriously, so as long as I don't overtly plagiarize, it would be okay. And I'd probably change a shit ton of stuff about it anyway, because I kind of hate that, like, whole, like, oh, I did this thing out of masculine virility and blah, 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 blah. It'd be like, no, I've made this horrible mistake because I'm a dumbass and I've grown up since then. Also, he raped my sister, so I'm glad he's dead. Or, like, I was supposed to duel him, but I got there and he was already dead. But I had to hide in Spain anyway, because everyone thought I murdered him. Honor needs someone to duel someone over. Wait, Honor needs to duel someone over her love's honor and kill the bitch. Okay, but like, how's she gonna get away with it? Dueling is illegal. Yes. I really do. They do it in the country and everyone was sworn to secrecy. I mean, this whole like, oh no, I'm being blackmailed now because I murdered this person or something. I don't know. Definitely could come up with a plot like that. But I've got to, I've got to work on shit that I have been, like, putting off that I really like. For example, I really want to work on a male alpha, female omega story. And I would love that to be Everett and Mabel. I just think that is so cute. That story is so just overdone, and I love the trope. Ooh, I love that trope. He ends up dead mysteriously. Ooh. Ooh. I like this idea of Honor being this like sexy erotica librarian. Murder mystery and duel. Okay, but let's be real. Like, I love writing murder mysteries, but I'm not all that good at it. What? Darn you, bird. You get good by doing. And that's true. I really do want to work on, like, Everett and Mabel, though. I just feel like that is such a cute story, and I love the idea of Mabel not believing that Everett has a, uh, has a twin until she, like, says, and she doesn't say yes to marrying Everett, um, because she doesn't trust him. And but for some reason, you know, she goes to like England with him or something, and meets Charles, and Charles is like, "Oh my God, what are you doing with my sloppy seconds?" And Everett is like, "I'm marrying her, you turd." Maybe it's Maybelline. Wow, I hate you. I just love this idea of like this drama, this like family drama where Everett and Charles are like the twins who used to be like so close, but now like they couldn't be more different. And you know, Charles is the evil twin. Mostly because I love Charles. Like I love the aesthetic of Charles. I like the villain. And he's not like super villain. You know, he's not like really awful, but he is out there seducing women and using his brother's name, you know, and to get away with all this like hustling, you know, doing these boxing matches and hustling and, you know, womanizing and doing all this awful stuff. Um, How did I have idiot sons when we're so smart, Edwin? Okay, but I feel like Cyril's definitely going to be like almost way too harsh on Charles, and that's essentially like why Charles becomes what like how he is because Cyril is a very demanding parent and doesn't always treat him the way he he would like to be treated. You know, he wants approval from Cyril, and Cyril's just like, you're a fucking idiot, like all the time. And I feel like that really hurts his relationship with Charles, and hurts Charles's ability be uh, to be, you know, how Cyril would want him to be. Get up. God. Can't let this chicken faint you. Thanks, animal. There we go. Ding. Time o'clock. Oh, Edwin definitely tries to mediate. He does his very best. But a lot of times, you know, I got the first like on the post. It's the little things in life, you know? Oh, I bet you $1,000,000 that Charles comes home. He's done all these terrible things. Cyril doesn't want to talk about it, and Edwin is like, "What? What are all these creditors like? Why are people threatening Everett? Like, what is going on? Like, why?" And and Cyril's gonna be like, I don't want to talk about it. He's an idiot, and it'll be like, he's an idiot because you let him be an idiot. You make him into an idiot. And of course Cyril, you can't put this on me. He's an idiot all by himself. It's like, no, you made him into an idiot. Oops, sorry about that. Do 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 do. Why do I have a guild card? Okay, receive, accept, yes. Who is this person? Squad. Unity. Hmm. Yeah, he's my heir, not yours, Edwin. And of course Edwin's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let your kid be a fucking idiot if you want. I think Charles definitely learns a lot about himself, and I don't think Everett is more like a better child. I just think he's more even keeled. I think um, he's just got a more mild upbringing. Yeah, before the sun rises, he's your son. I think there should probably be like a little thing where they trade sons, for just a little while, like they're like, you know what? Let's trade for a little bit. I'll take Charles. I'll teach him how to take care of the estate. I'll teach him everything that Everett knows, and Everett can go with you. Oh, well, Cyril knows the difference between the two of them. Oh, yeah, like Cyril could probably get fooled, maybe, but I think there's a huge I think there's a huge um like to he's got this ability to hear the difference in their voice. He can probably see the difference in them, from spending so much time with Charles. Um, and Edwin certainly can tell them apart. I'm sure they've tried to pass as each other like so often. Oh yeah, as babies, I'm certain Cyril has thought, you know what? I bet they've gotten switched. I bet they've gotten switched around. But they're very careful about that. I like to think that Edwin maybe at some point has been like, oh no, they're both naked. Oh no, I don't remember which blanket or which set of clothes was on which one, so I'm just gonna guess. He'd be like putting each one to his nose and trying to remember, but they have like the same scent because, like, yeah, like Edwin has to like take them to like some shady place and be like, listen, just put this fake mole on this one, and that'll be Charles. Just put this little black mark, like, just behind his ear or something. Somewhere, I don't know. Um, yeah, it seems totally legit. Edwin would totally do that, especially the first time he fucked up, you know? Like, because it doesn't really make all that much of a difference, you know, when it comes down to it. But the idea of, like, when they are, uh, when they are, when they're adults, you know, them, um, like, having this. Oh, yeah, the nanny can tell them apart, definitely.
Okay, off you go.
Um, as they're when they're adults, like having this like year or a couple months where they switch places, and Everett is learning how to do the hotels, and and Charles is learning how to do the other stuff. You know, I feel like there's this. I don't remember. I don't remember where to go. Uh, I don't remember where the coral. Cyril and Edwin, like the Weasleys. In what way? Oh, the red hair. Well, uh, we are doing, they have, let's see, what do they look like? God, it's like, um, um, Charles and Edwin have, Cyril's hair, Edwin's eyes, and Everett is more like Edwin. Mostly because he spends most of his time with Edwin. He's more mild mannered. He's very much an ethics fucker. He's got uh, he's got a very strong sense of morality. According to Charles, probably too much of a morality. And their names start with an E. Yeah. And you know what's terrible? I describe Cyril in Swanshine as having maple colored hair, which I made that shit up. I I don't I don't know where that came from. Maple colored hair. I don't know what maple colored hair is, and you know what? I think about that a lot. But in my head, he has black hair. Uh, and I don't know, you know, I really don't know what color hair I made Jasper have. Uh, in my head, he has dark brown hair. I don't, I don't remember what color hair I made him have. And Warren has, uh, like a kind of like mousy brown hair. Brown auburn. Okay, good, because I don't know. And yeah, like Warren has this like very boring mousy brown hair. Like, don't yell at me, you piece of shit. Ouch. Oh shit. Damn it. Ouch. That was tough. Ouch. That was tough again. I am stuck. I am stuck. Alrighty. Me being stuck. That sucks. Oh, ouch. I definitely have a thing for making my grumpy characters have darker hair. It just happens to be a thing. I don't know why. Ouch. I'm going to assume the horse named Jasper is black. You know, he's got very dark hair in my head. He really does. Aww. In this update, I am super fond of how Rogueford speaks to him. I love that, like, very light, flirty, kind of like super. He's definitely got like a big plan for Jasper as an Omega, and you can tell. And of course, Jasper is like, "What could you possibly mean for me?" And of course, he knows. He knows what Rogueford wants from him. He's not being coy. He doesn't have enough experience to be coy. But he knows. Oh, he's super high maintenance. I think that's one of the reasons why he's kind of like incredulous that that a beta would want to. Oh shit! I'm gonna get flashed. Fuck. Oh yikes! All right. Well, we both got flashed, so. Difference is that a monster can attack while they are flashed, and we cannot. Trying to cut his tail off. His tail does the most damage to me. No! Oh, Mr. Ixie's home. Night night. That's okay. Make sure to comment on my story. If anyone else is reading tonight's update, I would be happy. Talk about all my spelling errors. I don't know how many. Oh, I'm about to flash again. doing it. He doing it. Oh, he keeps not doing it. Ooh, yikes. I don't know how many spelling errors I made this go around, but I am absolutely certain that they will be discovered. Ooh, got flashed. I think my other favorite part about this chapter that just came out is the ability for Jasper to kind of like discover his sensuality. Flash him before he leaves. Ah, you idiot! You fool! Absolute walnut. I love the idea that that he's just been waiting for this. He's you know, he has no idea what kind of impact that fantasy can have on him. He's not like Reg in that, you know, Reg knows exactly what kind of fantasy that he likes and like how he likes it. He's definitely more of a practical sort, but he doesn't quite exactly he doesn't understand that fantasy can be so freeing. That is until the idea is presented to him that like lies can be, you know, something. He's wanted Warren to lie to him before, but this is a different sort of lying. This is a man lies to him for entertainment, you know, so that he will entertain himself. He's relying on Rogueford to create that fantasy for him. No, fuck. Jesus. Fuck you. No, no, no. Fuck. Ouch. Ouch. Again. Ouch. Again. Holy shit. And then, of course, you have Warren with his little... I think Warren definitely has a kink for being cuckolded. You know, he's got this kink for knowing that someone was at least able to bring Jasper out of his shell, even if it wasn't him. He's got this idea like, oh, you know, Jasper with another dude, like that's kind of hot. You know, Jasper going off behind my back and having this sordid romance. You know, it's something that Warren could never do. Ugh. I think we've got some really great stories happening right now. I don't want to talk too much about Uni's commission, mostly because I just have a couple lines down right now, and I don't know what spoilers that I am allowed to talk about with for that one. So I'm just going to avoid. I'm going to avoid giving out too many spoilers for that. I've been working on research for it, but I don't have. I have a solid idea of what I'd like to do. Um, it's set in 1932. It's a new era for me, so it's going to be a little bit harder. I think it's going to take me a little bit longer to kind of like get my groove going. Um, I'm kind of excited for the new and different slang that I can use. I want there to be a different feel to the text, which I think is going to be essentially why I take a little bit longer with that one. I want it to be something that I can be proud of, and it can be worth uh, what you need investing in it. I love the characters. I think the character's named Cecil or Cecil, and depending on time period, it's Cecil or Cecil. And Friday is the girl's name. We're doing male, female, alpha, alpha in 1932, and I really like the premise. I can take no credit for what the premise is. Uni has a pretty evolved concept that I am more than happy to. I'm more than happy to work with. I think another half hour here, and that'll be it for me. I got a bunch of writing done today. I got the new chapter of Tris and Mort for Friday in Vanessa's point of view. I think everyone's gonna love Vanessa. She's a very interesting character. She knows what she wants. What Vanessa wants, Vanessa gets. She's very wayward. She's really got it in her head like what needs to be done, and she's got this. She's got a will. She can overpower a lot of people, and I think that's why I wanted to put it in her point of view, so that we could see exactly what it is that's motivating her. I didn't want to look at her from the outside because it's so important to see where she's coming from, and her emotions on the subject. We already know how Tris feels. Um, Tris is having a bad time, but I wanted to really delve into how Vanessa feels. Forced marriage is something. Apparently, that's the theme for the beginning of 2020. Um, and I wanted to kind of explore like where she was coming from. Hmm. Let's do Angie. Let's do it in Wildspire.
Okay, off you go.
I love how she's like a Disney princess. There's Angie. There's a lot of things that I really want to explore this year in terms of writing, and in terms of Omegaverse, and in terms of erotica. Bringing the 20s back. Bleh. You know, I think arranged marriage as like a trope is real fun. Like it it historically speaking, arranged marriages don't have any less of a success rate, any more of a success rate. Uh, as far as I know, in popular culture, you know. Anyway, I think it's driven more by obligation than it is by anything else. But I think you know people who are in arranged marriages, depending on like cultural aspects, they develop a fondness, and a lot of times it's like you develop a fondness like way before you know you even get there. Sort of like Nora and Warren would have had. They developed this fondness for however long. There was no reason to believe that Nora wasn't going to present as an Omega or just stay a Beta. Like there was no like particular reason why anybody should think that it was going to be the way it was. But in terms of like Triss and Vanessa, I love that as a trope. Just because this is like two people who have been really forced. Like, I'm getting scooped. Triss is being blackmailed. Vanessa has, this unwanted pregnancy that Triss doesn't even know about. Like that nobody knows about except for the her lady's maid. Like even her father doesn't know she has this pregnancy, and he's very much he's trying to marry her off and get this taken care of, and he doesn't even know. Her desperation is all her own. Like yes, her father is desperate because she's no longer a virgin. She's shared heat with this unsuitable lover, and not even like a whole heat. I bet it's probably like oh she spray out. Probably not even a whole heat. She's probably just a day, maybe like a single night. They had one night of passion, and Olive wasn't able to bite her, or she wasn't able to convince Olive to bite her, because Olive is thinking, no, we've got to be married first. Not even the whole heat, just half heat, not even cooking temperature. Yeah, like for real. Olive is dismissed without reference. She has to become a sailor. She's gotta get away. She has to escape so that she'll forget all about this woman that she loves by escaping from England. She's gotta. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! There we go. And of course, we can't let that happen. Triss can't let that happen. He's a romantic. Wah! The I think Grigsby's mom is going to have a serious fit. Vanessa is nothing like she expects. Oh, come on. I think she's gonna have a very bad time because when she discovers like Vanessa for who she really is, it's gonna be like, "Heyo, mom-in-law. Guess who's boss?" And Vanessa is boss. I really like the idea of like my fan cast for Vanessa is like Catherine Zeta-Jones in Zorro. She's like this adorable critter. Like she's just like super. She can be like real sexual. She's this very sensual woman. You know, she knows exactly what she wants. She doesn't mind, you know, sacrificing her personal comfort, uh, her kind of like sexual comfort to protect herself and her baby. Like I like the idea that she is this like ruthless creature. You know, she knows exactly what she has to do, and she's not going to let anybody stop her, and especially not Tristan's mother. And I'm sorry for any spoilers, but sometimes I just gotta talk about stuff. No, I'm getting scooped again. Ugh, got scooped. Get up, get up, get up. Damn you. Oh no. Scooped. Got scooped. This bitch poisoned. That's another thing. Like if anybody was going to murder Tristan's mom, it would likely be Vanessa, and she would likely poison her. She'd be like, "Oh, look at this! Like, look, sage. Oh no, that wasn't sage. That was foxglove." And of course, Triss is like, "Oh my god, what'd you do to my mom?" "Nothing. Scooped her." Oh. Yeah. Nothing. Didn't do nothing. You know, nothing she wouldn't do. Actually, like, that's the most amazing thing about Grigsby's mom is that, like, I've talked about her before in, like, other stories. She's actually had, like, cameos. And she said some rude stuff before. Like, I'm pretty sure she said something rude about Mal one time. Uh, oh, I'm gonna get hit. Oh, that almost was bad. Like, I got nicked. For real, though, she would totally do that. She'd be like, "I didn't do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about." And of course, the next chapter after the one I just worked on is going to be us figuring out what Mort's doing this whole time. Um, and that is going to be an adventure because, you know, we have to know, like, Mort's like, oh no, this is my fault, like, everything that has just happened, like, I'm to blame for it, you know, and maybe I should just leave him alone because, you know, obviously I'm no good for him, you know. Oh, he's getting married, you know, I can't get between this, you know. And of course, like, everyone who knows them and, you know, knows what's going on, i.e. Hal, Will, and Georgette, are like, excuse me? Like, what the fuck you say? I think Mort's definitely going to have a misplaced sense of responsibility for what happens to Triss and like his role in this this happening. He's gonna have this very, very misplaced idea of like responsibility for Triss's plight, you know, and it's like, Triss asked you to do this. Triss wanted you to do this, you know, like, you're not to blame for, you know, his mom being a frickin' cunt. But Mort's gonna hold a lot of responsibility, you know, because he's that kind of guy. He's very daddy. He's super responsible. There we go. You guys talking about murder mysteries reminded me, I was watching Sherlock today, and like, I'd love to have a really good, like, Sherlockian character where, you know, he's real good at seeing things that other people can't see. But unfortunately, all I have is Disaster Alpha Wagner, who has to get Bernard to help him. I'd love to do a Wagner story where he falls in love with like a possible suspect of a crime, of like a murder. You know, like this Omega is suspected of murdering his husband, who was horribly abusive or something, and Wagner just, you know, is like, you know what? He's probably a murderer. And how much do I really care? I'm gonna sleep with him anyway. I didn't carve her tail. Oh well. Whatever. Aw, she going to sleep. She's so cute. Aw, she's so cute. I've seen people out there who only hunt with their bugs and their palicos. Like, my palico does a decent amount of damage, but I don't know if he does that much. I have definitely thought about doing it. I saved the loadout for like how to do it. And like they can kill every monster with just their bug and their palico. And that just seems like really wild to me. Ooh, just gonna get hit. Gonna get hit. This is literally me just being a dick. Just killing shit with my bug. I can't believe there's people who just kill monsters with their bug. It's a little hard to aim. I almost want to like watch that. I almost want to just be like, I want to find the people who do that and like watch them fight like Tigrex or Barioth or the Bagel. Like I feel like Devil Joe would be kind of like a given for that. He's such a big target. But like the other critters, you know, that they move real fast, they're not, you know, as big of a target. I'm interested in knowing like how many times would you have to hit a monster with your bug before, you know, it dies. Like that just seems wild to me. And I chose my bug for like speed, and I assume they'd be choosing their bug for strength. I'm really interested in the loadout for that. You know what I don't understand too? Like that I'll hit I'll hit these little mosquitoes with my bug and they'll frickin' explode. Come on. These ones didn't. Maybe they fixed that for Iceborne. Ooh. Ooh. Listen, you freak. Yeah, maybe they fixed that for Iceborne, because previously it was like, oh, I'm just gonna explode this bug with this other bug. And that was lame. I had to have the specimen thing at every turn. How dare Angie ruin this beautiful act of nature? This giant anthill. I'm not going to acknowledge the fact that I totally helped her do that by making her fall into it. Ooh, Toby. Toby, Toby, Toby. Whoa. I think we are going here. I have to take care this. Let's see, what do we want to do? What's going on in the events? I don't know, that sounds hard. I haven't done Savage Devil Joe yet. $50 Shades of White. Barioth is hard. You know, well, this game is hard, just as a whole. This is nice. That's a cool one. I hate that guy. I'm interested in doing something real stupid easy. Let's look and see what high rank probably has the greatest Jagras. Greatest Jagras, greatest Jagras. Okay, so, oh, greatest Jagras. But yeah. Okay, but you know what? Let's go back to the Gathering Hub. Then we're gonna prep ourselves, and then we're gonna do the greatest Jagras. Heck yeah! Just because he's so fat, he's such a fatty. We're all about the fat man. I wish the greatest Jagras gave you, like, cool shit. We're gonna do defense. Defense. All right. Oh. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Fire. Poison, sleep, paralysis, blast, stun. Let's do... You know what? You know what? We're gonna do fire. Okay. We're gonna do it.
I've been waiting for you.
I love her. Oh, God, I love her. No, I want to do... Greatest Jagras, greatest Jagras. Where is he? Greatest Jagras. I love this fat boy. I love this fat boy. We're not doing it for the jewels. We're doing it for the fat boy. That's why we're not putting on the bandit mantle. We're not gonna bother. Yeah! Fat boy, fat boy. Fat boy, fat boy. This is gonna be our last one for tonight. Son of a bitch. Damn you. Damn you all. Whoa, here he comes. I wanna see my little boy. Okay, he's not, he's like just as big as I remember him being. Oh shit. Give me your face. Yes, like that. Exactly like that. Heck yeah. Whoa. I remember in high rank when this was difficult. It might still be difficult. It just isn't right now. When he's anger boy and he's fat, that's when it's hard. Ouch. Where's my little boy? He just walks away like no big deal. Whenever my parents call me and I'm playing this game, they're like, we can hear you button smashing. And I'm just like, listen, you're the ones who called me during a game that doesn't pause. And I'm not so rude that I'm not going to answer the phone when my parents call me. Yikes. Uh-oh. 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 Ugh. Yikes. Yikes. It would be cool if that didn't happen. Woo! Wow. Whoa! He's just so big. Whoa! He is so big. That's really the problem. He's just so big that he just like nicks you. Oh. Oh, see? Nicked me again. Almost died there. And of course there's a Devil Joe here. They can't fight or anything. Whoops. I'm stuck. No, he's gonna get fat again. looking for shit to eat. No. There we go. Yikes. Man, that was some shit right there. Your stupid yell. Damn it. I wonder how the greatest Jagras became a thing. Like, they were just like, hey, we should make the Jagras, but we should make it really freaking big. Like, who thought of that? I wish he gave you special shit, like real special shit, not just like the phase stones, but I mean like the greatest Jagras armor. They should make a master rank greatest Jagras. That'd be wicked. Oh, here comes Devil Joe. Here's Johnny. No, you guys should fight. There was a post on the Reddit today that was it was obviously a family feud with Steve Harvey, and it was these two guys doing like these monster impressions or something, and it was too funny. Steve Harvey is hilarious. His face is just freaking hilarious. And he's just watching these people just do these dumb things, and it's like, yeah, I feel you, Steve Harvey. I feel Steve Harvey about a lot of stuff. I actually read Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. That was him. He's a funny guy. I didn't watch the movie though. I don't know how you would make that book into a movie. It's like a self-help book almost. And like, yeah, it's a self-help book for women written by a man, but like it's written by Steve Harvey. And I read it while I was in college, and I think it kind of helped me become way more invested in myself, because, you know, it made me realize that men are never going to be invested in me the way that I am invested in me. And I don't know if that's what Steve Harvey intended to say, but I guess it doesn't matter because that's how I took it. There's pieces I know he dropped. I'm not interested in the face stones, to be honest. I'm just interested in murder. Because I'm a murder hobo. Yeah. Be mad. Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, we're gonna catch him. I can hit these guys one time. Amazing. Okay, and we're back to this. We're gonna take a look at stuff we can make and stuff that we want to make. That's fun. I think that's kind of weird. Like, I don't like the veil thing. Like, I guess the body's not bad. The leggings are nice. I like that. Just have like weird leggings on. See, I have that one. I want this or this one. Either one. I need those. I need so many pieces. It's gonna be so hard to get. But it's so pretty. I want that. I want that one too. I want that little headpiece. Oh, I think we'll get my Balago, we'll complete his little space set. So we'll get his little UFO. No. So he can look like this. And he'll have his little UFO above his head. I don't like these ones. That's nice. I can make that. I like that little weapon he's got. It's a cool little weapon. But I also like the Shara Ishvalda set. Alright, that is all we are doing tonight. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for listening to my weird little rants about Omegaverse Erotica. And I'll see you next time.